This was probably the biggest championship affecting race of the whole season. Let's get to it. Qualified P2 just behind this guy Ben ahead of me. He had actually only ever done one race back last November, so that pole came out of absolutely nowhere. But here we go. I was teaching him how to defend before, but I got a great start. Took the position off the line, made a bit of contact with the guy from 30, sent an absolute dive bomb all the way back from there through this section, trying to defend from the guys behind. Definitely not going to go wide before that corner because that'll open up an opportunity for him. One thing that I noticed that before this race, that if y'all ever come to K1 anyone's, you have a little knob right on the right side of your steering wheel that you pull it out and you can move the wheel. I always used to set it to the lowest setting, but one of the guys that taught me, he was like, put it at the highest setting because it was stuck there. He said it's gonna make it better, easier to turn. So it was stuck there in my qualifying cart, and all the issues I'd been having were solved. So then I'm back to setting good times on this not new layout anymore because it came out last year, but I don't know. But I've just been struggling recently, not winning any more races. But switch that up, set it to the very top for my cart during the race, and if you'll see that I'm barely turning the steering wheel. Maybe not notice it as much through the low speed section right here, but turning a lot less through here and really not turning it through. I could take this corner way tighter with the steering wheel higher like this, but with all the new stuff that I've learned, I'm gonna go back and teach all the line and how to run the track, because my video I posted on it dedicated to that was not completely accurate. So we're trying to maximize the exit. I'm going to talk a little bit fast because I need to go fast. Lift off here, maybe turn it a bit later. Make sure you hit that wall through here. You won't have to worry about that. Follow through that. Lift off as soon as you turn there. Fall all along the outside there. Through this section, quick lift, maybe half a second. Make sure you go wide before entry. Through here, hit that wall, maybe a half second lift through here. Keep it tight in the middle of the track towards the outside. This is all one turn, no double turning. And that's all. That should be about 21 seconds, but 21.5. My record's 21.4. The workers here can get into the 20.9s, but if you're going here for your first time, I would probably aim for a 22.3 or something like that. Here we go. My friend Andrew had been spun out. They stopped the race for a half second. I lifted and coasted. The people behind me did not. They hit the brakes, and that just gave me a 4-second gap. You may have seen me celebrate. My dad was right there on the side, celebrating because now I don't have to worry about defending from anybody anymore because they're way behind. And yeah, that pretty much put the race in the bag for me. I took my first win since April, and in the beginning of the video I talked about how this was deciding the championship really big, because going into this race I only had a 3-point gap over Drew Daigle. He is long black hair, you might see him on the podium and some other videos of mine, and I was only 5 points ahead of my friend Andrew, who had been spun out before. But Andrew got a horrid cart in qualifying. I had driven it before in a practice. It feels horrid. I don't know how it ever got into the leagues. He was only able to put it in P7. He got up to P6 and then got spun around, and it went all the way down to P9, and then got it back up to P7 for the end of the race. I don't have his race recording right now, but I might make another video on his. And then Drew Daigle, he started 4th just in qualifying, and he finished 4th, which gives me a 6-point gap in the championship to Drew Daigle in P2, and 11 points to my friend Andrew. So yeah, that's a huge gap for 3 races left. That would be really difficult to clear for them. And yeah, as long as I keep up my podium streak that I've had since last November, then the championship's pretty much in the bag. But now we'll skip to my last lap. Here's my last lap. See the white flag. Lift off right here. Hit that apex. Don't have to worry about the next wall. Yada yada. Follow the racing line. Through here. Lift off as soon as you start turning left. Missed that apex a little bit. Didn't go wide enough into this corner. Get through here. Hit that wall. Lift off half a second. Hit the apex. Get through here. One single turn. And that's the race finished. First win since April. Pretty close behind me between those guys. This is the guy Ben I mentioned in the beginning of the race. He hadn't driven he hasn't driven in a league since November, so I'm pretty surprised that he managed to get a pole, and I'm very excited to race him for the future races. But let's look at Drew Daigle's onboard. Alright, so here is Drew's onboard. Starting in P4. Here we go. Ahead of him is AJ. And here you can see me make that pass to AJ going to the side of me. I'm pretty sure that guy's new. I never caught his name. I'll have to go and talk to him next time. Right now we can watch Drew try to make an overtake on AJ and see if he can get it done. He's definitely pretty close. Definitely getting into the range of starting to bump him out of position. But of course he ended up finishing P4, so I don't know why he didn't get the overtake or how AJ defended. But run through here. You're not usually gonna get a run through here either. This corner, not close enough. Drew, what he should do, if I'm looking at it, he needs to go more right and more left before turning, which I can show before, but the next lap. Let's see. Yeah, I know run. AJ's starting to pull away. And so here he's pretty good through there. I could get a better exit. Yeah, he needs to follow that right wall more and this left wall more. I think that's where he's losing the most time. If you look at my camera, you'll see I follow those walls for a pretty long time. I probably won't go tell him that because I want to keep beating him. But yeah, if he watches this video, maybe he can fix that. But let's fast forward to some other stuff that happened during his race. Yeah, so overall his race was pretty boring. Here's his final lap, which he managed to gain a good amount of time during. AJ really pushing up on Ben, trying to get that move done. Drew, gained a ton of time through that back section on them, probably because of how bunched up they were. But there is the checkered flag as he crosses the line to take P4. He may be 6 points behind me, but by no means is that really truly championship in the bag. So we've definitely got some good battles coming up if he can beat me in the next 2 races. Definitely gonna have a close championship fight. But yeah, pretty good race. First one since April. Good amount of points in the championship, and looking forward to next month. Let's go to the podium. Here we are. Forgot how big that step was up to the top step. I haven't been there in a while. And yeah, second month in a row we got the should be going on. Last time was for Andrew's first win. This time is for my 5th win. Sadly, or maybe not so sadly, but because I'm getting racing shoes. It's my last shoey that I'm ever gonna do. But yeah, that was the race. Thanks for watching. Be sure to continue watching the series for this championship battle, and peace.